My name's Dylan Richardson, and this is my story. I didn't have aspirations until I started taking rugby seriously, I'd say in high school, or maybe just before, about grade 7, grade 8. And then obviously going to an all-boys school and the whole persona of everything here in South Africa and how much we love rugby, it started to become my passion, and I think that's what led me towards becoming a professional. Rugby's taught me a lot of things, and I think one of the biggest things is just professionalism, relationships, how we treat people. There's so many characteristics that rugby teaches people, and I think that's why it's such an important game, especially within South Africa. And that's why so many people have respect for the game. It's not just because of the game, but because of what it teaches you. I grew up in Kloof. I was a local boy here in Durbs, and yeah, I basically lived my whole life there. My mom's a teacher and my dad works for a Natal Pest company. I've got an older brother, and yeah, it was just me and him. So yeah, I'm a local. I was very fortunate. I mean, I had a roof over my head, I had food every night, my parents worked hard. You know, I wouldn't say we were well off, but I wouldn't say we were poor, so I was very lucky. And difficulties, I'd say, not so much. We were a happy family, and my parents got by and they made sure they looked after us. So yeah, very fortunate. Family's always been massive for me, and you know, the relationship that I have with my brother, my mom and my dad might be all on our own levels, but it's taught me everything that I am. And every day I'm still learning and growing in relationships with my family. So I think it's extremely important no matter where you go in life. You know, at the end of the day, you're only going to have your family there for you. And they're the people who really, really care for you and have always got your back no matter what happens. So I think it's just important to understand that it doesn't matter what happens in your life, but family are the people who need to be closest. Oh, there have been good and bad aspects. I mean, I'm sure it's happened in a lot of people's lives, but it's all about learning from what's happened in your life, whether it be good or bad. It's about understanding what has happened and making sure that you sort that out in the future and you learn from what has happened. I've had a couple. I wouldn't be able to say any of them off the top of my head, but yeah. Well, I think, for example, if I look back at my story, you know, going from Kloof to Kersney, my parents would never be able to afford Kersney, and I worked really hard from grade 6, grade 7, and I got the opportunity to go to Kersney. So I think I would say is just don't underestimate your work ethic, because at the end of the day, that's what gets you places, and people will see that. If you work hard enough and you really want it, you will get it, but you just got to stay grounded.